Alrighty, boys and girls, we're back for part 3 of Pokemon Arceus Legends, or whatever this game is. Go like and subscribe and join our channel as a member if you want to have early access to our videos. We put a lot of time and effort into them, so would appreciate the support, and Donald also loves money.
Too right I do, Bush. I need to make up for that $45 million I spent on my birthday parade, which barely anyone showed up to, by the way. I should have invited Obama because then everyone would have turned up. I'll have to remember that strat for my next birthday. Anyway, today we're going to be starting some trials and getting new Pokemon, guys.
Nah, bro, you should have invited me instead. Jizzy Joe Biden would have brought all my bitches with me, Donnie, and you would have had a blast. Not like Melania gets much these days, does she, El Mayo?
Not even 30 seconds into the video and the fire is already being spat by Jizzy Joe. I always love some friendly fire right off the bat, boys. But yeah, as Donald said earlier, we're going to be starting the trials now, which means it's going to be time to lock in and focus. I need you to be the highest rank possible by the end of this series, Donald.
I will get to the highest rank. By the time this episode is over, just you watch. And for my first mission here, I basically need to catch more Pokemon, which kind of ends up being my mission throughout this entire game. Like these guys depend on me, and only me, to actually get any work done, it seems. Which makes sense, to be fair.
Calm down, bro. You couldn't even end the war in the East after a day like you said you would. LMAO. Probably shouldn't speak more about that. However, so instead, let's focus on these cutie pie Bidoofs, which are here roaming around the lands on the prowl for some battling. Or actually, they probably just want to be left alone.
Damn, they're so easy to catch. Maybe Donald has some sort of gift. Or maybe Bidoof at this level are just weak as hell and don't even bother to try escape out the balls. Also, something cool to know is the Pokemon in our party gain experience when we catch Pokemon, so that's another way to train up.
Right, I'm just a Pokemon trainer god over here, so now our boy Ray, or whatever his name is, will take us to the Starly nesting grounds, which just so happens to be a few steps down the path. These ones get startled more easily, which is in their name, I guess, but they will still be really easy for us to catch.
More like a Pokemon trainer moron, but I will say, fair play. You have been on some sort of roll here, Donnie. These Starly are also quite weak, though, so don't get too hot-headed, bro. By the way, we need to ask the viewers the question for this video, guys. So who wants to do the honors?
I think I deserve to do the honors since I barely ever show in the videos, and when I do the Earth stops because it's me we're talking about here, boys. And with that, the question I want everyone to leave a comment about is, which legendary Pokemon is the most dangerous and why? Remember, I asked for most dangerous here and not the strongest. There is a difference.
Okay, and I should add that mythicals are not to be included in this, as they are definitely different. And everyone would just pick Arceus anyway, since he could blink and existence would cease to exist. But my choice for this question is definitely Palkia. That thing can warp space and create very weird anomalies.
Palkia is a solid choice, George, but for me the answer has to be Yveltal. Literally, everyone is scared of that red demon, which has the sole job of taking everyone out of existence with its giant death ray move. You can't get more dangerous than Yveltal, in my opinion.
And once again, Donald J. Trump has to chime in with sense since you both picked stupid Pokemon. The most dangerous Pokemon award has to go to the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's got like 4,000 attack and defense points.
Wrong fucking game, you dumbass. But yeah, Blue Eyes is still goated, and you can't go wrong with that choice. Anyway, make sure to leave comments on what you all think the best choice is for this question, and then we will shout out the one who gets the most likes in the next episode.
And back to the game here. Donald has been roaming around Hisui here himself, catching tons of Pokemon, without much issues it appears. These Wurmple are also super weak though, so no surprise they're so easy to catch. The higher the rank we get though, the more Pokemon we will be able to access.
Yeah, that's right. And then we have the totem ones as well. But I don't think we can use them on our team right off the bat. Like Clivor or whatever the first one's name is. I only remember that one because I Googled the order. They go in since I have lots of free time these days.
The funny thing is the Pokemon in this game are basically very similar to the ones we see in Pokemon Horizons, the anime. Like Cleavor shows up in that as well as a bunch of other legendary Pokemon. But I can't say more if anyone hasn't seen the new episodes in Japanese yet.
Yo boys, Abizel is here trying to wipe us out now. This little orange dude is patrolling the beach area here and he's big mad. Remember though, we gotta try catch him, Donald, and you have Shinx too, which is an electric type Pokemon, so some good electrocution never fails against water types.
Pretty sure a lot of that sort of thing happened in CIA black sites. But to stop that from happening to us, maybe another topic change is due LMAO. In other news, you did well in that battle, Donald. So basically all the Shinx and Buizel are always going to be aggressive with us as we traverse the lands.
I haven't done well at all in this battle. The stupid orange fluffy turd is still being a menace to society. Jizzy Joe, and on top of that, he broke out my Pokeball too. I should turn on the Master Ball cheat or something, because a man of my reputation can't be having it diminished all thanks to a Buizel of all things.
Trust me, Donnie, that reputation was self-nuked a long time ago. But anyway, you finally queued the thing and now we can carry out with whatever Rei wants us doing. This game, for sure, has a long-ass tutorial, though. Like, the first 3 episodes have basically been tutorials and nothing more. Like, we have been playing Pokemon before it even existed, so we don't need to know this shizzle again and again.
I will pretend I didn't hear you saying my reputation was self-inflicted, but your boy here is running low on balls now, which isn't so great. And there isn't any crafting tables near me either, so I have no idea how to get more. Luckily, though, I am quite rich, so can just buy some from that man acting like a Pokemart.
Wow, and speak of the Devil Boys, we just got a crafting kit. Now with this item, we can craft anything we need by finding items out in the world, which is very similar to certain other games. I feel like Pokemon had to add this feature in to make people play the game more, so they have to grind up things instead of just buying them right off the bat.
Talking about playing the game more as well, Donald, to actually fight Arceus, you're going to need to get a Spiritomb, which is an absolute bitch to catch in this game. You have to go around and find his 108 Spirit Orb thingies, and then he'll appear somewhere. Or we can just get a viewer to send us one if you're feeling lazy.
Yeah, seriously, I cannot be asked to go around looking for those purple orbs in the game. Some of them are in the most cursed places as well. And like your boy here has better things to do with my time, like host military parades or lavish super expensive parties, LMAO. But for real, if anyone has a spare Spiritomb, then let us know below.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned using your Russian contacts to get it, Donnie, wink wink. Either way, I bet a viewer would love to donate a Spiritomb to you when we get to that point in the game. And if they do, they better give it a ridiculous funny name as well.
Right, so at this point in the game, the professor here is talking to us about the ranking system. Now, if you ask me, we have a long way to go before we hit the final one, and I doubt we'll even get there by the end of this series, because this whole thing revolves around us catching the same Pokemon again and again.
Okay, seriously, I don't have the time for this shit if that's going to be the case. I don't care about reaching the final ultimate status if the route takes like 1 billion years. I'm almost 80 years old and have better things to do with my time instead of catching a 100 Bidoofs in a row for a virtual sticker.
Yeah, but you know you want all that clout, bro. I mean, I could make a gold chain out of all the rank stars we get, which would make me look ever cooler. And that could be the album cover for my diss track when it drops next year.
Hang on back up, Joe. What diss track and who are you dissing? Why are we only hearing about this now instead of, I don't know, when you started recording it?
Yeah, and it better not be a diss track towards me either. Otherwise, I'm sending you to the gulags. And not the ones in Siberia, but the ones I have built in the Amazon rainforest. You can get sent there and find the lost city of gold and not come back till you do.
Jizzy Joe would probably go there, find it, and then melt all the gold down into gold chains for his already very gold neck. And then you'd never see him again, Donnie. Probably for a W for Joe, to be honest.
You know what? I literally don't care and also want you all to shut the hell up so I can catch this Beezle this time without almost losing my entire team to it. And by the way, boys, we're going to be ditching Shinx eventually for an Electivire because it's just way better than Luxray, and shiny Electivire is the most cracked thing ever.
You just got jet rammed by that Buizel Donald. So much for a pro Pokemon trainer LMAO. That guy came flying at you faster than a quick attack fused with a thunderbolt.
The thing is, some Pokemon will need the faster to throw balls than the standard ones. I'm pretty sure this game introduced some new ones, and we'll need to get them ASAP. My favorite one is that air or wind ball variant, which just flies so fast when you throw them, but it'll be a while till we do.
We are nowhere near unlocking those yet, though Obama, unless Donald hacks them in, which would seem likely to be honest. Either way, when we do get those balls, then we'll be good for the rest of the game. I just want to see some of those giant-sized Pokemons that are lurking about the area in the other sections.
Goddamn sneaking up to these shinks are so difficult. It's like they have nuclear submarine-level radar systems in them, and they just hear me coming from a mile away and then start chasing me. I guess those big ears of theirs do have their uses, other than making them look so cute and adorable.
Okay, Donald, the whole point of this episode has now become you trying to level up your rank and get the first star. We could just cut the Pokemon catching out, as it can be quite tedious at times, but I don't mind finishing my sewing whilst you're doing this.
I have new records to sing and songs to write, though, Barry. Some of us here have actual work to do, unlike you, who is just spending your retirement on doing pointless crap, which doesn't help anyone at all except yourself.
He's probably sewing a new hat for Michael for winter LMAO. I hear it gets quite cold now where he is, especially for himself since he's bald and will never have hair as gorgeous or silky as mine, and I'm way older than him too. Goes to show my genetics are just so cracked.
I'd rather have no hair than have whatever it is you have on your fat-ass head, Donnie. Calling that hair is stretching it first of all, too. Anyway, looks like the professor is finally satisfied that we've met the conditions for ranking up, boys, which only took like 10 centuries to attain. And we still have like 9 more to go.
And now back in Jubilife Village is where shit will really starts to begin. We need to make sure we rank up, and then by the time the next episode starts, our team needs to be way stronger, Donnie. Which means you're gonna have to do your special sort of training. I want Cyndaquil close to evolving.
Well, the commander-in-chief here has to approve my findings first. I can't believe she is the leader, and also that Team Galactic started like this too. I wonder how they went off in the wrong direction from being researchers to planning on ripping our universe apart.
And boom, there it is, boys. Our first rank and star in the game achieved by episode 3. Only like 9 more to go, and it gets more difficult as we rank up. But we do get cool rewards from each level up. So that's always nice to see. For now, though, I'd like to remind everyone to subscribe and like the video.
Okay, the heavy ball has been added to our crafting list, or whatever that's called. With that, we can catch the fatty Pokemons, which means the Giga Chad ones George keeps going on about wanting to see. Let's see how it goes, though, in the next episode, most likely now, guys.
Yeah, stay tuned for part 4 or 5, whichever episode this is now. I don't edit these, so I have no idea, but I think we're under 5 for the time being. Anyway, I am so out of here. I need to finish sewing this hat and then go get blazed up, if you get my drift, LMAO.
And of course, this day finishes with us having dinner. I mean, the food does look good, even though everyone here are basically peasants and money is basically worthless here.
The food is literally bread with probably water, because what else would they have here? I couldn't live in a place like this without my KFC and steaks. Mostly the fried chicken, though.